Hey guys, it's Yo and welcome back to the Yo Gaming Show and another episode of Mindustry Basics. But this episode is going to be a little bit different. Today we are going to create our own map. Now, I've made a couple of tests here to kind of figure things out, and I think I've got things sorted out. So this again is just going to be a basics map, like very slapped together quick if you just want to, maybe a better challenge for you and your friends, or just like something different because you're so used to playing the same maps all the time. So for that, we're going to go to our editor. We're going to create a new map. And we'll call this one test. No, test isn't right. Map one, no. The map that Yon made. One. Okay, it's a great name. Okay, so what we're going to start off with is this top corner is your like settings options kind of thing. So for the different things we're going to do, we got undo and redo, pencil, paintbrush. These are the two that we're going to primarily use. So for this, we're going to start off, we need to make our border for our map. So let's pick, like, well, this is different. Snow, rocks. You know what? Let's do cliffs. And for this map, actually, you know what? First, let's make it bigger. Because this one, I'm going to make it a little bit larger for us to kind of play around a little more with different terrains to make it look a little more realistic. So let's draw ourselves a border. And we'll just, I'm going to make it look a little funky just for the sake of it. Because things, in most things in life aren't symmetrical if when it comes to terrain. Now this is going to be like a single player map, and that should be good. We can go to the brush tool and fill it in. Yep, okay, so we're good because it would have filled in everything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple more things. I guess our land, like some landmarks and stuff, things to kind of break up the map. I'm not going to do huge ones here because I want to put like a river, or maybe, you know what, maybe we'll put a lake down here and stuff like that. So we'll just put little, I guess, terrain breakers, we'll call them. Nothing major, but something that when you're moving around in the stage, it kind of catches your eye. So we're going to fill all these in just like that. And once that's done, we're going to change the way the ground works. So you go to generate, and what I've been using for this, like when this started out, it was different like colors. Like it was just like a very basic. I like the green, mixed with the different stone here, so you can kind of change the way it looks, and it changes the color of the terrain a bit so it doesn't all look the same. So with the scale, as you move it, it kind of adjusts how much it's actually doing. I like setting it a little lower because then you get kind of different colors and stuff on the map. So just, yeah, about there's good. And then you can change your floor color too. Like if you don't like that, you can change it to blue. I think that's water or snow. In this case, though, I'm going to leave it green because I like that. It almost looks like a plains or terrain kind of thing. So we're going to apply that. So that's going to give our map a little more detail, right? So once we do that, we need to put in our core. So this map's pretty big. We got 3 different core options here. We'll pick the middle one. You can pick whatever size you like. I'm not sure where we should put our guy, though. We're going to put the lake here. Maybe we'll put him over here. That's where our base is going to be when we spawn in. And then the S is the enemy spawn. Let's put it not super far away. Whoops. That's why we have the undo button, people. The brush was probably a better option. There we go. So now we've got enemy camp here. That's where the circle's going to be. And our core's over here. We got lots of room to play around. So now we're going to... Let's do the river that we were talking about here. We need sand to kind of differentiate this. We're on the brush tool. And I'm just going to start up here and work my way down. And what I might do is I might break it up a bit just so that we aren't completely blocking the enemy, because then we kind of negate the purpose of having a challenge like this. And we'll do this. We won't make the lake look perfect, because we're going to have like this lake come like this, and then we'll have the river come like that. And I mean, again, you don't have to do it identically to what I'm doing. You just do whatever you like. I just thought a river, I haven't really seen a map with like a river or anything running through it. Maybe we'll have it go in and out like this, and then maybe have another like bit of a lake here. We'll do that for now. I can't remember if this is gonna go crazy or not, but we got water, we got deep water, and we have sand water. So what we can do first is we can put the water in, and let's see what happens. Okay, we're gonna have to fill it in little by little, which is fine. And just kind of put along down here. It says each patch, like any Microsoft Paint user knows, any little slight change, it's not going to fill it in. So we'll do this and this, and then maybe what we'll do is we'll come back to the, let's try this rock here and just, oops, again, not paintbrush, just add some maybe little terrain details there. Again, nothing spectacular. We're not going for the big arts here. So what we can do is we could put places like we got shallow water here, or sand water. Oops. Yon, quit using the paint can, and have it so that this area is more of a shallow area. We can have it kind of come up like this. And then maybe again over here. It doesn't have to be square, but you know, let's try to fill it in a little bit to make it look like a crossing of sorts. Okay, so we have those two there. That's our lake, things like that. So what we need to do now is we need to give ourselves some ore. So we need to add a filter, and we're gonna go with the default ores. We've got a few different ones here, and you can add and remove ores as you like. In this case, for this map, I'm going to get rid of titanium. And maybe I'll change this. Do I want to put this in here as well? Yeah, you know what? We'll leave this one. So now, as you can see, you can add, I guess, more of one than the other. So copper ore is usually one that's really sought after. And let's lower that, excuse me. We'll order the, I think that's, can't remember what blue is. Why am I drawing a blank? And it's not telling me. I'm sure you guys will tell me in the comments that which one I forgot. We got the coal, we got lead, we got copper. So we'll play with these ones for now, and then we just click apply. So now we have our ore all around, and it actually worked out really good because we got our core right here. But I think what we'll do is we'll get rid of some of this because we don't need it like right next to the core, right? Not right beside it. We'll do that. Okay, so it's randomized. It's all over the place. So that works out good. And oh, I guess I should have I should have done my lake after I did the randomized ore. Sorry guys. We'll have to I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, so yeah. My mistake there, misstep. Should have done the ore first, then our decorative things, so it would have not had the issue with the river. But anyway, moving on. We've got this all kind of sorted out. We've got our enemy and we've got our core. Now we can add some other things. We've got pine trees, shrubs, winter trees. Like if you were doing an ice planet, I guess you could do that. Snow pine, spore cluster, and then so what I usually do is I'll put like shrubs in different areas like this. In the greener areas, kind of make it shrubs and maybe some pine forest here. It's very reminiscent of the Warcraft 2 editor in a lot of ways. Most of these game map editors are. But we're gonna just keep... Maybe Yon should zoom in a little bit more here so you can see what he's doing. So we got the pines here. And then maybe have some shrubs off here. So again, these are just kind of like little decorative things you can add. They're not mandatory, but I mean, if you're putting in the effort to make a map, you know, make it interesting. Because there's definitely probably better ways than I'm doing it to make it look a little bit better. And then, but I'm trying to stick with that green theme here with the greenery and stuff. So this is just to break up the map. Kind of have the same swishy kind of look, but you know what? We got this whole area over here that's not really being utilized. So let's make another water feature. So we're gonna, let's do along the edge to make this more of a lake, or more look like a lake than the river one was. And get all that in there, and then we can add sand to the edges here. I'm just trying to keep it so the water doesn't go flying all over the place when we try to use that brush. So now we can switch to that, and let's do, there's deep water, regular water, tainted water, dark sand water, and sand water. So we'll just switch to this. There. Now we have another little water feature on a different part of the map. So with that being done, that's pretty much our map, guys. I think that's a good start for our basic map. So there are a couple other things we need to worry about. Well, for now, we're going to switch to the map info. I'm going to change this title. That was just a funny title. I can't talk. Funny title for now. Let's call this Rocky Plains Creek. And description is a creek runs through it. It's made by Yon or Yoni. And we can mess around with different things here, like the rules. If you want to switch the timers and stuff, I haven't really messed with this stuff. I've pretty much left it default. The waves as well. This just tells you what's coming in each wave. You can change these as well. I haven't really messed with that. And then the generation. This is for your different blocks and ores, but you can leave this the way it is, but then it's going to cut into your well, I guess no, in this case it wouldn't. Maybe we'll, you know what, let's get rid of some of these, because I don't think we need all of these. Maybe we just leave some of the ores. Well, we didn't have that one before. We'll get rid of these. So there, I guess this will make it a little more random if you want. And then we can, like, we have it set up like this for now, but if we leave that rule in there, it could randomize it. Add a little more challenge. So what we'll do now is let's just go into the in-game editor so we can kind of fly around and see how things look. This will give you a better idea of what it looks like in actual game. So there's our little lake there. I'm just gonna scoot around here and let's check there's our big lake and our creek or river. And this is our starting area. So you're going to see as you fly over to where you put the enemy base, you see here, leave draw point immediately. So that's that there. So then we can go quit. Is it quit? I hope it's quit. Yes, quit to get back to here. I forgot for a second. I thought, I hope I don't delete this also. But that's our map. Like, we're done. So now we can save our map. So now it's saved. And then when we go out of here, you can go to the editor and there it is. So if you want to play it, oops, pardon me, play, custom game. There it is. Survival, let's play. And see, it auto-generated all our stuff. So there's a lot of different materials here. And as you fly over here, we will have a bad guy area. So there in our first wave, we'll be here in a few minutes. And if you want, you can add like some stuff into whether or not you want to start with something or not, or you could add some other structures. If you're playing, I guess, more of a multiplayer setup, you could add more different things. This is just a very basic idea to give you an idea what to start with. Again, Mindustry basics, just the basics. And I don't have a ton of experience with this editor, so there might have been some better ways for me to do this, but this is just how I understand it, based off of what I've read online and such. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to leave this episode here. It's been a while since I've done a Mindustry episode, but I'm going to be doing some more. I just thought this one was an interesting one. So, but thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Let me know how I'm doing in the comments. And as always, happy gaming.